The Indian defense Zondian makes an appearance as Wagner and Horvath prepare for a tactical duel in Grand Prix Pluscity Open Austrian Team Rapid Championship Round 6. On d4. Knight f6. On c4. On e6. This position is typical of Indian defense Zondian. Knight f3. On h6. On g3. Bishop b4 check. Bishop d2. Wagner is preparing to play. Bishop takes b4. On b5. Bishop g2. Knight c6. Bishop c5. On takes c4. King castled kingside. On a5. Bishop a3. Knight b4 and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop e7 played by Horvath. Bishop g2. King castled kingside. King castled kingside. On a5. Queen c2. On d5. Rook d1. On c6. Bishop f4. Knight bd7. On a4. Knight e4. Knight c3. On g5. It is novelty move. Horvath is preparing to play. On takes f4. Knight takes e4. On takes e4 and gain a significant edge. Bishop e3 played by Wagner. Wagner considers playing. Knight takes e4. On takes e4. Queen takes e4 and increase their advantage significantly. On f5 played by Horvath. Knight takes e4. On takes e4. Knight e1. Queen e8. On f3. Threatening pawn takes e4. On takes f3 played by Horvath. On takes f3. On e5. Knight d3. Threatening pawn takes e5. Bishop f6 played by Horvath. On takes e5. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5. Queen takes e5. Bishop d4. Wagner is planning to play. Bishop takes e5. Bishop takes e5. On f4. On takes f4. On takes f4. Bishop takes f4. Rook e1. Bishop e3 check. Rook takes e3. On f4 and take decisive advantage. Queen e7 played by Horvath. Queen f2. Wagner considers playing. Bishop c5. Queen g7. Bishop takes f8 and seizes the initiative. Queen g7 played by Horvath. Bishop takes f6. Queen takes f6. Queen d4. Bishop e6. Queen takes f6. Rook takes f6. On c5. On f4. Rook d6. King f7. Rook e1. Bishop f5. Bishop f1. Wagner is looking to play. Bishop c4 check. King g6. On g4. Bishop c2. Rook d7. On h5. Rook c1. On takes g4. Rook takes c2 and gain a significant edge. Rook takes d6 played by Horvath. On takes d6. Rook d8. Rook e7 check. King f6. Horvath wants to play. Rook d7. Rook e8. Rook takes d6. Rook f8 check. King e5, and establish a winning position. Rook takes b7 played by Wagner. Rook takes d6. On b4. Rook d1. Horvath is looking to play. Bishop h3. King f2. Rook takes f1 check, and dominate the board. King f2 played by Wagner. Rook d2 check. King g1. Rook b2. Threatening pawn takes b4. On b5 played by Wagner. On takes b5. On takes b5. On a4. Rook a7. Bishop c2. On takes f4. On takes f4. On h4. King e5. Rook a6. On h5, think carefully what is the best move for Wagner. Bishop c4 is best move here because King d4. Bishop f7. Rook takes b5. Bishop e8. King c4. Rook a7 position is equal. Let's explore the main variation. On h5. Bishop e2 slightly worse move played by Wagner. King d4. Horvath is aiming to play. King e3. Rook e6 check. King d2. Bishop f1. On a3. Rook d6 check. King c3. Rook c6 check. King d4, and increase their advantage significantly. King f1 played by Wagner. Bishop b3. Horvath is preparing to play. King e3. On b6. Rook takes e2, and establish a winning position. Rook a7 played by Wagner. King c5. Rook c7 check. King d6. Rook c6 check. King d5. Horvath intends to play. On a3. Rook a6. On a2. Bishop d3. Rook b1 check. King g2. On promotes to queen at a1. Rook takes a1. Rook takes a1, and secure a strong hold in the game. Rook a6 played by Wagner. Rook a2. On b6. Wagner is aiming to play. On b7. Rook takes e2. King takes e2, and increase their advantage significantly. King c6 played by Horvath. Threatening rook takes e2. Bishop d3 played by Wagner. Wagner is aiming to play. Bishop e4 check. King c5. On b7. Bishop c4 check. King e1. Bishop takes a6. On promotes to queen at b8, and increase their advantage significantly. King b7 played by Horvath. Horvath is preparing to play. On a3. King e1. Rook a1 check. King d2. On a2. King c3. Bishop d5, and take decisive advantage. King e1 played by Wagner. On a3. Rook a5. Rook a1 check. King d2. On a2. Horvath is preparing to play. Rook d1 check. King c3. Bishop d5, and seize the initiative. King c3 played by Wagner. Threatening king takes b3. Bishop g8 played by Horvath. Horvath considers playing rook d1, bishop h7, bishop d5, king b2, king takes b6 and secure a strong hold in the game. King b2 played by Wagner. Threatening king takes a1. Rook d1 played by Horvath. Threatening rook takes d3. Bishop g6 played by Wagner. King takes b6. Rook a8. Bishop d5. Horvath is planning to play rook d2 check. King c1. Bishop takes a8. King takes d2. Pawn promotes to queen at a1 and dominate the board. Rook a3 played by Wagner. King c5. Rook a5 check. King d4. Rook takes d5 check. King takes d5. King takes a2. Rook h1. Bishop takes h5. Rook takes h4. Bishop e8. King d4. King b2. King e3. Threatening king takes f3. Bishop c6 played by Wagner. Rook h6 take a moment to spot the best move for Wagner. Bishop a8 is the right idea because rook h8. Bishop c6. Rook h3. King b3. Rook takes f3. King b4 still Wagner is losing. Let's go to the main variation. Rook h6. Bishop b7 time to think, find the best continuation for Horvath. Rook b6 check is a strong choice since King a2. Rook takes b7. King a3. King takes f3. King a4. King e2. Horvath have small advantage. Let's proceed to the main line. Threatening rook takes c6. Bishop b7 is a critical mistake played by Wagner. Rook h3 could cost the game. Played by Horvath. King c2. Rook takes f3. King d1. Rook f1 check. Wagner had no choice but to throw in the towel.